Allora, buongiorno a tutti. Oggi abbiamo deciso di presentarvi un po' la famiglia Pungwe, visto che vi parliamo sempre di tutto l'amore che nutriamo per questo posto e per le persone che vivono e lavorano in questo posto. E abbiamo deciso di presentarvi ufficialmente il nostro super amico Michel. Volevamo semplicemente darvi una prospettiva sul rapporto umano che c'è oltre all'esperienza safari al Pungwe e volevamo farvi raccontare un po' meglio la storia di questo magnifico posto da una persona che lo vive da tantissimi anni e sta supportando la crescita di questo luogo in un modo etico, sostenibile, che è il modo in cui noi cerchiamo sempre di trasmettervi il nostro messaggio, no? Perché non è solo safari, ma è rispetto, è amore e etica. So, Michelle, have you understood something of what
Yeah,
I said?
a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah. Buongiorno a tutto il mondo e puis benvenuto a Pungwe. Pungwe state of mind with my very dear friends, my famiglia italiano, Marco and Giulia. For the last 3-4 years, you've come to visit and come to really be part of our family here at Pungwe. And I think this is the 5th or the 6th time that you come in nearly 2 years only. So it's really
almost
nice.
8 I
times.
would say.
Wow, 8 times. Yeah. Otto. And
Twice a year,
twice a year. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah. So it's always wonderful having family back, very dear friends like you and Marco. And not only friends for me, but friends for everybody. Neva and Carol, the chef, and Emma in housekeeping, Salfina, Wonder Boy, and our dear friend Sally, who comes from Australia, who you met here, and now you travel together.
Yeah.
This, I think, is the philosophy of what Pungwe means to many people, is that why, when you go on safari, why do you choose Pungwe? And I get asked the question very often. And to start off with, Pungwe is very much state of mind, like you say in the T-shirt that you made for us. When I say state of mind, we live in the world very fast at the moment with social media, with everything at home. We just push the button, we make a ristretto or a tortellini, carbonara, whatever.
That's going to take time, you know.
Yeah. So Pungwe offers a very small camp, only 4 tents, 8 people maximum, no fence around, so the animals come through a lot. The animals feel very relaxed, they feel like at home, and we've seen many times, you've seen elephants and lions and everything in the camp. So Pungwe is a camp where the philosophy is small, intimate, no fence, so that you are part of the nature, part of wilderness, importantly. And then also you look at, for example, we have no Wi-Fi, no Wi-Fi. This is a philosophical decision we took because we feel people must slow down a little bit. They have everything at home, perfetto, in the apartment in Milano, in Palermo, in Rome. And to come here, you have to slow down. So we don't have Wi-Fi. Yes, there is cell phone reception sometimes. Also off the grid. In English, we say off the grid means there's no electricity coming from the national thing. It's dependent on the sun, which is challenging sometimes. You've been here with the charging of the batteries, but we make a plan with the sun. Lastly, this philosophy of no Wi-Fi, off the grid, all these things, is that we had 2 years of COVID and everybody was affected around the world. Nobody really knew what was going to happen. So COVID has also taught us that in our lives where we are working, it's good to be able to relax in a natural thing. And here we are in Pungwe, in Manyaleti, the world famous Kruger National Park that everybody knows. Nature and the wildlife gives you a chance to rethink about your life, your professional life, your family life, your job, where you're going. And I, even after 41 years, which I still love, and you can see my passion has not died, Pungwe offers that. Number one, you're part of a family, and you and Marco and Safaritherapy guests are part of our family. Be part of the family. Small, intimate camp, off the grid, no Wi-Fi. Great game viewing. I mean, we're in the Kruger Park. There is no fence between Kruger, Sabi Sand, Timbavati, and Manyaleti. So all the animals that you have, the types of species of animals in the Kruger Park, they are found here. Pungwe is in the reserve, Manyaleti Game Reserve, which is 24,000 hectares, the size, but no fence again. But we can drive 24,000 hectares. It's very big. Where Pungwe is, right in the south of the Manyaleti, we don't have many vehicles. So sometimes you go on safari and you don't see anybody else. So it is very, what's the word, even in English, look for it, very exclusive.
Exclusive, yeah, exactly. But in a positive way.
In a positive
it's not
way,
exclusive because of luxury or
or
things
material
like that.
luxury. Let me say,
yeah,
luxury
correct.
I defined as a quality of life, not the material luxury.
Yeah.
There are many lodges and they are
Yeah.
great, and we've all been to these lodges and they're beautiful, they're wonderful. But the philosophy that we're pushing for Pungwe is based on this. What I really like is that when people are staying here, often you have had it this time, during the day while we're sitting here between the safari in the morning and brunch and high tea, often you have elephants coming through. At the moment, we're waiting for the rainy season to start. We had some rain last night, but not enough. But the elephants come here and they're looking for water. Now, we don't have a water hole in front like many lodges do, many camps, but we have bird baths. It's only like 2 centimeters, but they come and they finish, they stand there wanting us to open the tap. But that's great. The elephants feel comfortable to come and they move between the tents. I mean, you and Marco sleeping, you wake up, there's an elephant outside the tent. Perfectly safe. They will not do anything to the tent because they know the place. But they like to come here and graze the grass and the vegetation and the leaves and the fruits and everything like that. So that's why Pungwe has a very special place in my heart. And in all of the people, the guests, some people call them tourists or clients, they are my guests. And they feel part and they become part of the family.
Yeah.
And I know many, many people, I would say about nearly 65 to 70% of the people that come here are people that return. So we're very proud that we have a lot of repeat visits, like you and Marco, but you're familiar more so than anybody else.
And I have discovered yesterday from Isaac that our tent, which is called Nkaya in Shangaan, means home.
Home, yeah. It does mean home. Nkaya does mean home. Or Kaya, K-A-Y-A, part is Kaya. When you put the N in front, it is the name of a special tree which is in the front of your tent, called the acacia or the knobthorn. But Nkaya also means home. So it's what Isaac told you, yes, is 100%. That's what we want people to feel at home,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I think it's the perfect place for us because
cool.
we feel home, you know?
Good. No, every time. I mean, it is like that. Whenever you and Marco come back, I mean, the staff, my colleagues, my family here at Pungwe, they look at who's coming. Like Isaac, and you've been with Isaac many times.
Yeah.
Isaac, he saw you coming, and normally he was meant to be away this week. The people working here, they work 3 weeks, then 1 week off because they live in the villages next to Manyaleti. And he looked at it and he said, Michel, no, I'm going to go off before. Doesn't matter, everything, but I want to be here for the week. And that's what is special, that the people, my colleagues, the staff here, they look at that and they look forward to people coming back, like you and Marco and Sally and many others. You know, it shows that the camp does not belong to me. It belongs to everybody that's here.
Everybody. That's nice. That's really
and
nice.
Even sometimes guests who come back, they feel like they're coming home, but they're coming back to a place that they also own. this feeling. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would say the opposite, honestly. I would say more we belong to this
belong,
place.
yes. No,
you know?
good point. Very good point. Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah. And, people also ask about different stories. People always like to listen to stories about Mandela on safari or Mandlev, the big elephant, which you've heard all of them. And I always love it talking about Giulio and Marco of Safaritherapy, or Romeo and Julieta, as I call you. And Sean, not to forget Sean.
Not to forget Sean, please. Yeah, exactly.
We mustn't forget
part
Sean.
Of the family.
He's part of the family too. Is that whenever you come here, you always bring something new. You might tell me, Michel, what about we try this? And I respect that, and I love you for that. I mean, even the shirts you brought, unfortunately, I'm wearing Salfines. It's a little bit tight, but bon.
But the message is there, it's going to be fine.
Is that you're always bringing something new and some excitement, and the photography that you do, which is top class photography, the videography, the videos you make, the famous rubber horse's head, all these things are part, and we keep them here. And Carol and John, the two frogs, they stay here. And when the staff know you come back, they put it out. Why I'm saying that's for you and Marco, but also for other guests. I mean, you see, I have a Norwegian flag here. I have another friend, similar to you and Marco, Catherine. She sends many Norwegian guests, and I have a flag. And when they come, I put the flag on the pillow and then put in with seeds. Welcome back, willkommen, whatever. And I think that people feel that feeling of belonging, as you said, but there are people that make it special, and the stories are important, like the stories that you have given me over the years. I was very blessed that you were here for my birthday yesterday. We say in English 60, which means 3 times 20 and 5. I'm 65. And I couldn't think of better people, except my daughters, to be with me, but they weren't here, unfortunately. But to be with you guys and Sally, and of course the staff when they were dancing and the cake and everything. And it got me thinking, because I was on my own last night thinking about your visit in April next year, where we look forward to group of people traveling with you, and you're going to share this with other people, not just going back and showing them your videos and your pictures and talking about your passion, because both you and Marco are so passionate about Africa, but Pungwe. And it's because of the relationship that we started on your second visit here, when I met you the first time. Yeah. And I think that I look forward to it in April next year, where I know you might not be so relaxed, Julia, but I promise you know the familia here. They will look after your guests. They will become part of the family. Yeah. And I look forward to many, many more visits, personally, of you, Sean, and Marco. But also with Safaritherapy, I look forward to the growth. Not every month, because this is a special place and your company is special, very focused, intimate, exclusive. And I look forward to having many Safaritherapy Italians come and visit and staying here at Pungwe.
You know, I would like to point out, as we were talking about being ethical, sustainable, and being family, respectful, etc. And you mentioned that we are keen in photography, because we do not consider ourselves photographers, of course. We are just passionate, because our first passion is wildlife, is nature. Yeah. And we use photography to spread a message to the people in Italy. It's not only a question of photography. We are not looking for the perfect pictures or the perfect clip. Is not the point. The point is to use our videos and pictures to spread the message of how we need to get to know, respect the nature, the wildlife, because more and more this very fragile balance between nature and people must be understood,
Yeah.
and we really needed to work all together to make these beautiful places like Pungwe, like these people are, to
stay
protect
for the next generation. And
Yeah,
that.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And you bring up a very good point about your passion for wildlife first and photography, and the importance that we have to look after the places around the world. And another thing about Pungwe, which is very important, or Manyaleti, we've got the nature, we've got tourism, people to the economy, but not forgetting, but very importantly, and it's something which I really focus, is the people. Mm-hmm. It's the people that are working here, but also very importantly, the community outside of the Kruger National Park. For 40 years, I've always focused that we have to make sure that the people outside can see that this place that we're protecting, so we can see rhino for the next 3 generations, or leopards in the wild, naturally, they continue to support that it stays here. But for them to do that, they have to benefit. Mm-hmm. Now, how do they benefit? I'm very proud. South Africa in 1999, at the end of Mandela's presidency, we were the first country in the world to do fair trade tourism. Mm-hmm. Now in Europe, in Italy and the rest of Europe, you have Max Havelaar chocolate, sugar, coffee, fair trade that people support. We were the first country to look at fair trade. And fair trade talks about the environment. We must save these places for the animals, but it talks very much for the people. So in other words, I'll give you an example. In the Kruger area, one job support 10 people. So it shows you one job is very important to support 10 other people living outside. So jobs, we have to create more jobs, but we have to have the balance of how many lodges and the pressure on the environment, the nature, the balance.
Yeah.
But it's important we do that. Number 2, we also look at how can we support the small business outside.
Yeah.
I give an example. If the roof of the tents, the thatch, the grass, we need it fixed, I don't have to go to a big company in Johannesburg. I've got small business here, and I know the money is going to the economy local. Number 3, we also take children, school children, we take them to teach them about or share about the Kruger, about conservation. And also, very exciting, we also take the granny and the granny and the grandpa, Nonna and Nonna. We do that. And also, we also look at supporting with partners, some who are not involved in tourism or in the bush, but they want to support the development of small business. It might be a small farmer outside who wants to sell us strawberries. Yeah. So all these things. So what you say about the passion of making sure that this place, Pungwe, Manyaleti, Kruger National Park, stays for another 100 years. Because interesting, next year, when you come with your group, 2026 is 100 years Kruger centenary, 100 years.
Okay.
So it's a very important year. So, but now we must look to the future and all these things. We have to make sure that we carry on conserving the conservation of the area, but not forgetting the people outside.
Exactly.
And that link is very important. So, like sometimes on the fire, you see, the other day we made a cassoulet. There was a big pot with 3 legs on the fire. This is a common way to cook anywhere in the world, but here in Africa, the one leg is conservation. You need to conserve the bush and the animals. Number 2, you have to have economy. How do you get money to pay for the conservation? Tourism comes in here, but you have to manage the balance. How many tourists? That money goes to pay for the conservation. That's the second leg of that pot. It cannot stand on 2 legs. It will fall over.
Yeah.
The third leg is the community. The people inside working here, but also very importantly, outside, the game reserves, the protected areas, they need to continue supporting. And just to finish off on this particular thing, the Manyaleti is a very unique game reserve because you have Kruger. Everybody knows Kruger National Park. It belongs to the state. It's a national park. Then you have Sabi Sand to the south, Timbavati to the north. They join Manyeleti. No fences. They are both private. So you have private land owned by individuals. Manyeleti is very unique because it's owned by the local community. So again, if I go back to the pot of 3 legs, you have the community owning the land, you have the private business, Pungwe, doing the tourism, and the 3rd leg is you have somebody managing, which is the government at the moment. So again, that 3-legged pot is filling many roles. But Manyeleti is very unique because it's owned by the community, and they have partnerships, concessions with the private camps here, Pungwe, Tinswalo, Honey Guide, Buffelshoek. So that gives you an idea, and I think it helps with what you were saying about we have to conserve for the future generations.
Yeah, it's important, I think. Okay, so thank you, Mish. Thanks a lot for your time, for your nice word and your beautiful speech. Really appreciate it. We were looking for it since years, you know.
Yeah, no, I
but
know.
you know that you...
It takes time.
Yeah, it takes time.
You know, there are 2 things. The baobab, very big tree. I'm sure everybody knows the baobab.
Yeah.
Can live thousands of years. That baobab starts with 1 seed in the ground. So that's the one thing. So Safaritherapy, you start with a seed and it grows into a baobab. Or we also say in English, when you want to start walking 1,000 kilometers, it starts with 1 step. So to end off, I thank you for the support you've given to Pungwe. I look forward for Safaritherapy. And for everybody there, I want you to look here.
What is that? Famiglia.
Famiglia. Ok.
Grazie a tutti. Alla prossima, ragazzi. Questa è veramente famiglia.
Eccoli qua tutti, la squadra, la famiglia.